Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this another brand new day. Another brand new day. Yay! It is good to metabolize. If you're metabolizing, if you're not, hello? I mean, you should be, because if you're not, you're in direct violation of the laws of our universe. So, I mean, I'm not going to dictate to you, but welcome and hello. Still, though, start off the day with the Shelton, Washington weather report. Last night I went walkies, and even though I took my umbrella with me because a little bit of clouds in the sky, it was nice and dry, nice walkies. In fact, I went walkies twice yesterday. In fact, I'm going to hopefully talk about that. And it is dark outside, daylight savings, but at least it sounds dry. May rain later, but for right now, no rain. I mean, that's not good or bad, but thumbs up for that. And of course, I have things written down on my topics list. There's some stuff, and I want to quickly go through some things because I just thought of them. And then the main bulk, of course, I'm sorry if this bores people, but I'm going to talk more about what's going on with my body and my medications and all that. But first, we have discovered that among primates, the best way for primates to get along together in groups, the higher primates, is they bare their teeth at each other. And this actually helps a sense of community. They bare their teeth at each other, and that helps them get along. I mean, isn't that weird? Animals baring their teeth at each other? Yeah, isn't that weird? That they would bare their teeth at each other just to form a sense of community. Isn't that odd? Yeah, I was spitting there. Sorry about that. Drooling around my dentures. Now, yeah, it's weird because chimps and apes and a lot of these other primates out there, yeah, they smile at each other. It's not as the same way ours looks because they're, not looking exactly like us, but yeah, they smile at each other. It may look terrifying to us because they're baring their teeth and they have scary teeth, but yeah, thumbs up for that. And of course, yesterday, like I said, I went walkies twice because I had to go purchase some food and I wanted some food. And while I was out walkies, I went on the train tracks. It was, well, let me start again, because this is going to tie into the whole ADHD meds thing again. I discovered yesterday that low doses of the ADHD med, my tummy is upset. Excuse me. Low doses of the meds. Right now, it's either take 20 milligrams all at once or spread out 10 milligrams twice a day. 10 milligrams is not enough to give me a bump in concentration. It just does not work that way. But ever since like the late 1980s, I have realized how flighty I am and how unable to concentrate I am. I have described myself since 1990 as having the attention span of a coked out butterfly, and I thought it was the alcohol. But no, it's the ADHD. I have been upset by my flightiness all my life, ever since I recognized it. I don't like being flighty. It annoys me. It bothers me a lot that I can't concentrate. And so when I'm being flighty during the day, when I'm zipping from game to game, when I'm doing things and just a lot of mental static, I'm irate. I don't like it. Yesterday, I spread the meds out so that I wouldn't just be concentration in the first part of the day and then feeling it run out of my hand like sand. That's a terrible feeling. It hurt losing a part of myself. I don't want to go through that again. It was very psychically painful. So I just took the lower dose. I spent the early part of the day after doing my vlog, just playing video games. And time went on, and I played video games, and it was getting late, and then I stopped doing that and started chatting online with people, and time kept going on. And then I watched some videos and got ready to go out to the store. By this time, it was after 11 o'clock a.m. Normally, by this time, I am so antsy. I've got my second video for the day already edited, and it's being rendered. I hadn't even started it. I wasn't even thinking about it. I didn't care. There was time. So I was hungry, had no food. 11:30 in the morning, half an hour until noon. I just head out to the store. Get back, and it's 20 minutes to 1. Still haven't even started editing. Didn't bother me. Ate some food. By this time, it's after 1 o'clock, and normally I try to have my second video ready at 3 o'clock p.m. 1:15, I start editing. By the time it finishes rendering, it's after 3 o'clock. So I start uploading it. It's close to 3:30 by the time it goes public. Pretty good. I thought it was going to be a lot later. It didn't bother me doing any of that. I was flighty as all get out, bouncing from subject to subject, thing to thing, and normally that upsets me, but yesterday it was like, okay, yeah, all right, I can deal with that. Let's just do it. And I leaned into it. It's like the first time in forever that being flighty and unable to concentrate didn't bother me. I just sat back and enjoyed the music of the ping pong balls, the 1,000 ping pong balls of my thoughts dumped into the wind tunnel as they bounced off each other and bounced off the sides, and I just lay back and enjoyed it. Weird. I've never done that, but I did. Now back to the walking to the store thing. Because when I was out walking, there were a bunch of crows. They were in the trees and they were picking at stuff on the ground, and I didn't want to scare them as I walked by, but I did, and I felt bad. So when I was at the store, I bought another bag of peanuts. They're the only kind we have available, so they're roasted in shell, unsalted. I hope they like peanuts. So I bought a bag of peanuts, and when I got back again, they'd all left and scattered. So I just dropped some peanuts in the area where they were. And now when I go out walkies again, I'm going to carry more peanuts so that when I see crows, I'm just going to throw peanuts at them. So that'll be good. Plus, hamsters love peanuts, so I've got peanuts for the hamster too. Yay! So that's what happened yesterday when I just took a low dosage. Plus, I had an idea and a thought. So when I went to bed that night, normally I just load up on caffeine all day. I mean, once again, I take caffeine tablets all day. I take about 6 or 7 of these all day. And then I take another one before I go to bed. If I don't take one before I go to bed, I don't sleep well. Last night when I went to bed, I took half of one of my ADHD medication tablets. 5 milligrams. I slept pretty good. The only problem was, it's getting warmer, and I was too warm in my bed last night. Again, I sleep on 10 inches of foam. So foam holds your body heat and reflects it back up at you. So it's easy to overheat. Even before I was taking the ADHD meds, I would only have a sheet and then a towel just over my chest with a folded up fleecy blanket that if I get too cold, I bring that over the towel. And then it just warms up my chest with the rest of my body just with a sheet. Well, last night it started off kind of cold, and so I had the blanket and the towel. Around 2 o'clock, I woke up too hot. Took the towel off, left on the blanket. Was able to sleep for a little while. Still too warm, took off the towel, just the sheet. By that time, it was right around 4 o'clock. So while I've been up and awake since 4 o'clock, which happens a lot, but I usually just lay in bed until it's time to get up, I was hurting just too much, way too much. So I got up and I've been up since 4:30. So yay. But I slept well while I slept. So it was not the med itself that woke me up, because by the time I woke up, well, the med had already worn off. So yeah, taking caffeine and another stimulant keeps my brain working well enough that I can sleep, which tells me right there, yeah, it's not anywhere near enough. I mean, I knew that. I need to take 20 milligrams or more to get a concentration bump. And without that, I have a lot of static. And I'm just leaning into the static. So, thumbs up. But I want to talk about it because it affects my life. It's affecting everything. It has been such a huge part of my life. I mean, one of the things that happened, why it's so painful, is I'd mentioned before, and I've talked about how it's just being able to see, being able to walk after being given this medication, and then losing the ability to be me, having it taken away, losing my ability to walk, losing my ability to see properly, losing these things. I lose myself. I had never realized how much I can't concentrate. So that even just a 5 or 10% bump in my focusing and concentration abilities opened up the world so much that it hurts so much when the meds wear off. Again, not a physical pain. It is just a psychic/mental pain, because I literally feel like part of me is being taken away. There is a book by Charlie Strauss, I think it is. I can't remember exactly. It's a near future story that jumps way off into the future, but it's based on everything is becoming smarter and smarter. Material. We're making smart matter, smart stuff. And this one main character, halfway through the book, part of his equipment gets stolen. He has a pack that he wears with glasses and stuff that has a huge amount of computing power, and when he loses it, it's described as he's losing his personality. He lost a huge part of his personality because you just offload a bunch of stuff onto the external things. You get used to using them. So when he lost it, it was painful, and he lost part of himself. In this case, literally, when the med wears off, I'm losing part of myself. So until I can get a greater amount that lasts longer, I'm never, ever, ever, until I talk to my med manager again, going to take 20 milligrams at a time, because when it wears off and I can't take any more for the rest of the day, I'm losing so much. It's like losing half of my sight, losing the ability to walk, losing so much. It's just so painful. I will not put myself through that again. At least for now. So yeah, I'm waiting to talk to that med manager. It's nice that it works. Oh boy. Never get me wrong, it is wonderful to be able to concentrate. It's just so painful when it goes away. Past that, I do have some other things on the list, but not a whole lot. One of the things is I try to watch, I watch, like I say, some debunking channels. Some of them I cannot watch, the political debunkers, because there's like the Surf Times, and then there's that Hasanabi, Thought Slime, there's Xander Hall. A lot of them I can't watch, not because of the people, but because of who they're covering. When they're watching people like The Quartering or David Rubens or anything like this, I can't watch them because the willful misinformation coming out of the mouths of these alt-right grifters and outright Nazis is awful. Because they will continue to spout things that people much smarter than them have debunked publicly, and they continue to just mouth misinformation and lies. That's one of the reasons that I could never listen for more than 5 or 10 seconds to Donald Trump, because as soon as he started talking, lies, nothing but lies, and I can't listen to it. It just pisses me off too much. So for those people that can, more power to them. But I watch a debunking thing just with like 5 seconds of the quartering, and I got to turn it off because the willful ignorance and misinformation, it is painful. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one I do. Answer as many as I can. But for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. If I mispronounce your username, no disrespect is intended. And there are a lot of people in the comments I mispronounced the names of. I am so very sorry. And even though I'm counting American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, ADHD meds that aren't strong enough yet, and more, I forget what I'm talking about a lot. So, we have TikToks, Iconicos. I have not pronounced that anywhere near properly, but thank you. Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. The Stinky Sewer Rat, 666, thumbs up and hello. Bee's Knees, greatly appreciated. Ricky Bettini with the daily reminder to live every day to its fullest. Clouder, thumbs up and good idea. Maxwell Haas, thumbs up. Sansi Atkinson, greatly appreciated. Nando Rice Saruti, one of the people that actually in the comments has said, you don't pronounce it anywhere near correctly, but I like the way you pronounce it. So thumbs up and thank you. Michael Johnson, greatly appreciated. MUISEO, greatly appreciated. And we have Potato Tron with a very good question that I wish I had answered. Hopefully I can answer that like tomorrow. Christopher Thomas, greatly appreciated. Jeremy Sauer, thumbs up and thank you. Iceberg 6901, greatly appreciated. Gory Gaming, thumbs up. And Perfect Tragedy, greatly appreciated. Good to see you from Facebook. Go Green, thumbs up and thank you. Melissa R, very good to see you in the comments. A definite thumbs up. No, that was actually it. I was going to say Doja's Army, but that was yesterday. So thumbs up. There were, 18 people that left comments in the past 24 hours? Greatly appreciated, each and every one of you. There are, of course, spam comments that I'm always deleting, and I'm not going to thank spam comment leavers. So thumbs up on that. Anyway, though, it is greatly appreciated to get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, if only in text, and that's a definite thumbs up. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and very awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. You would be helping to keep me alive, and that is a definite thumbs up. Now, have I left anything out? I'm sure I have. If you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, no. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, whenever I jump off the rails and start getting off the track there, it's hard to find it again. I do not feel entitled. I shouldn't have said anything. I've ruined it all. I can't remember anything. I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be a very, very cool thing. And of course, the lobster hat wearing horse head of encouragement has nothing but love and encouragement for each and every one of us that walks upon the face of this planet, barring a few obviously terrible people. And yes, the horse head of encouragement has a very, very good source feeling of who is good and bad. But it wishes the best for all of us, and that is a very, very good thing. A definite thumbs up. And of course, Black Lives Matter, and on top of that, right now, we're still dealing with this. Stop Asian hate. Good Lord, people. And please stay as safe and creative as you can during these very hard times. Hokey smokes. So, if you don't have to go out, please don't go out. And if you do, please wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face, maintain your social distancing, and just please be as safe as you can. It's a very, very smart thing to do. So, delayed reaction there. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a very good thing.